Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will discuss about exercise 3.2, question number 2 of last time's mathematics. We were at variations and ratio and proportion. Question number 2 is about again ratio. That is, in a class of 60 students, we can say that total students are 60. 25 students are girls are number 25, and remaining students are boys. So what are remaining students? That is, out of 60, 25 are girls and remaining are boys. So the counting for boys are 60 minus 25, that is 35. Because 25 plus 35, answer is 60. So we can say that quantity of boys are 35. Now we need to find the ratio, that is boys to total students, boys to total students ratio. The first thing we need to find, that is boys to the total students ratio. So we can say that boys ratio to total students, the number of boys are 35 and ratio sign, then number of total students, that are 60. Now we can solve it. 35 divided by 60. Because for ratio we can write this ratio as fraction. 5 7 is 35 and 5 12 is 60. So we can say that between boys and total students, the ratio is 7:12. Now second part is boys to the girls ratio. Boys ratio to the girls. The number of boys are already 35 and number of girls are 25. Now we can solve them. 35 divided by 25. 5 7 is 35 and 5 5 is 25. So we can write it as 7:5. And that's it. This was question number 2. Now for question number 3, again, the question for ratio. Question number 3 is, if 3 into 4x minus 5y is equal to 2x minus 7y, then find the ratio x ratio y. We need to find the x ratio y. We have an equation. So after solving this equation, we can find the value of x ratio y. So after multiplying this 3 inside, that is 3 4s are 12, x minus 3 5s are 15, y is equal to 2x minus 7y. We are left with 12x minus 15y. So on the left hand side, we need to collect the values of x. All the values related to the x. This 2x will be negative there and this negative 15y will be positive there. That is minus 7y plus 15y. So 12x minus 2x, that is 10x. is equal to minus 7y plus 15y. 15 minus 7, that is 8y. Now we need to find the value or ratio, x ratio y. X ratio y means x divided by y. So we need to make it x divided by y. 10 will be divided here and y will be divided here. X divided by y is equal to 8 divided by 10. Y will be going to divide here and 10 will be on the right hand side. 2 4s are 8 and 2 5s are 10. So we will have x divided by y is equal to 4 divided by 5. Or we can say that x ratio y is equal to 4 ratio 5. And that's it. This was question number 3. Now question number 4 is again ratio question. Find the value of p. We need to find the value, the variable b. If the ratios 2p plus 5, ratio 3p plus 4 is equal to, so we need to apply the equal sign to another ratio, that is 3 ratio 4. We need to find the value of p here. For ratio, we can say that we can write it as in the fraction 2p plus 5 divided by 3p plus 4 is equal to 3 divided by 4. Now we can cross multiply 8, 4 2s are 8, p plus 4 5s are 20 is equal to n. After this cross multiplication, 3 3s are 9, p plus 3 4s are 12. Now to find the value of p, we need to collect all the values related to p on the one side and the remaining values on the other side. So 8p will be negative there and 12 will be negative there. We can say that 20 minus 12 will be on the left hand side and 9p minus 8p on the right hand side. So 20 minus 12 means 8 is equal to 9p minus 8p will be 1p. So the value of p here is 8. This was your question number 4. Question number 5 is same as it is. Instead of writing p here, we need to write x, and both of the ratios are equal, so you can easily get the value of x. Question number 6 is again related to the ratio, that is two numbers are in the ratio 5 ratio 8. Question number 6. Two numbers are in the ratio 5 ratio 8. If 9 is added to each number, we get a new ratio 8 ratio 11. Find the numbers. We have two numbers. We can say that suppose two numbers are, this is the symbol of numbers, that is 5 ratio 8. So we need to find another number. That number is, we can say x, so we can write it as 5x ratio 8x. Now apply the conditions. If 9 is added to each number, 5x ratio 8x, instead of writing this, we can write it as 5x divided by 8x. Now apply the condition. If 9 is added to each number, mean to say 9 is added to this number and also this number. Each number means every number. So we are applying 9 here, addition and also the denominator. We get a new ratio. After doing this, we will get a new ratio. That is equal to new ratio. That is 8 ratio 11. Mean to say 8 divided by 11. Is asking that find the numbers. Find the numbers. So we need to find both of these numbers. What are these numbers whose division answer is 8 ratio 11? So how we can solve this? Again, that is same situation. 11 will be multiplied here. After cross multiplication, 11 5 is 55x plus 11 9 is 99 is equal to 8 8 is 64 x plus 8 9 is 72. Now 55x will be negative there and 72 will be negative here. So we can say that 99 minus 72 is equal to 64x minus 55x. So after subtracting them, 9 minus 2, that is 7, and 9 minus 7, that is 2. So 27 is equal to 64x minus 55x, that is 9x. So we can easily get the value of x. 9 will be divided here. So x is equal to 27 divided by 9. 9 1 is 9, 9 3 is 27. We have only the value of x here. But we are not going to find only the value of x. We need to find both of the numbers. These numbers. What are these numbers? 5x and 8x. That are first number is 5x plus 9. What is this number? You need to put the value of x there. That is 5 multiplied by 3 plus 9. 5 3 is 15. 15 plus 9, that is 24. So first number is 24. And the second number, that is 8x plus 9. Second number is 8x plus 9. We need to put the value of x there. The value of x is 3. So 8 multiplied by 3 plus 9. 8 3 is 24. 24 plus 9, that is 33. So both numbers are 24 and 33. Mean to say 24 divided by 33, answer is 8 divided by 11 after solving them, because 8 3 is 3 8 is 24 and 3 11s are 33. This was question number 6. And for question number 7, again is the same question, just only shuffle of these numbers, but 10 is added in each number. In this question, we have added 9, but in question number 7, we need to add 10 in the ratio 4 ratio 3. So you need to apply there 4x ratio 13x. And after solving them, you will get the new ratio, that is 1/2. And again, after cross multiplying them, you will get the value of x. Now for question number 8, before answering question number 8, we need to understand what is the proportion. what is proportion? You have already knowledge about this thing from class 1, class 6, 7, 8. What is proportion? Proportion is basically related to the ratios. This is called equality of two ratios. Is called proportion. If we need to equate two ratios, but first we need to know that what is ratio. So ratio, you have already knowledge about that. Relation between two similar quantities, this is called ratio. So ratio have no units. So for those two ratios which have no units, equality sign, if we are going to apply, then this is called the proportion. The proportionality is basically equality between two ratios. For example, if we have two ratios, A ratio B, and another ratio is C ratio D, then equality between these two ratios is called proportion. So basically, symbol of proportion is symbol of proportion, that is 4 dots into say two ratios. This is symbol of proportion. This is one ratio, this is second ratio B and C ratio D. Between them is equality sign. So we can say that A ratio D equality with C ratio D. This is called proportion. So we can write it as A ratio B proportion C ratio D. And that's it. And now we can get another formula from this. These last values, A and B, these are called extremes. And these middle values, these are called means. These are means and these are extremes. So the product of these extreme values will be equal to the product of these mean values. We can say that product means multiplication. Product of means is equal to product of extremes. Product of means is equal to product of extremes. Mean to say A multiplication D answer is equal to B multiplied with C. You need to know about this formula that within proportion, product of means is equal to always product of extremes. Product of means are these middle values and product of extremes are these outer values. This is called proportionality. Proportionality symbol is these 4 dots, and this can be only possible between two ratios. If we have one ratio, that is A ratio D, and another ratio, that is C ratio D, so we can establish between these two ratios a proportionality sign. Proportionality sign or equal sign between two ratios. This is called proportion. That equality, this is equality between of two ratios. Yeah, between two ratios, you can say that. Now for question number 8, this is a very simple question related to proportional sign. Just we need to understand it. What is this? Find the cost of 8 mangoes. If 5 kg of mangoes cost rupees 250. You can see that. Find the cost of 8 kg of mangoes. If 5 kg of mangoes cost rupees 250. You can see that we have two quantities here. First is cost, second is quantity, that is 8 kg of mangoes. And same thing is going to repeat again. Cost will be appear again. Find cost. Yes. And also this kg, this quantity will also going to repeat it. So we have two ratios here. That is, we can say that cost ratio, again cost, that is proportion, mean to say equality. We can establish the proportion between the cost, ratio cost, then kg, ratio kg. Or either you can write quantity, ratio quantity, whatever you like. Now you need to apply, you need to put the values here. Find the cost. First is this. We don't know about this value of cost. We can say that this is x because we don't have any value of this cost. He's asking that to find this cost. We don't have any value of it. So we can suppose that this cost is x. After that, the ratio sign. Again cost. Another cost is divided. Yes, this is cost. That is rupees 250. So you need to apply another value. Then proportionality sign. After that, first kg. First kg is this 8 kg. So first is 8. Then ratio sign. Then another kg, that is 5 kg. So you need to apply it here. Through a proper order, you need to put all the values in. Not really that you are applying 250 here and x is here. No. Just with an order, you need to apply. Now you can see that you have two ratios. First is this and second. And you have a criteria that these are what? Extremes. I've already told you recently. The last values are called extremes. And the middle values are called means. So we have another formula that product of means is equal to product of extremes. So what are means here? You can see that these are mean values. 250 multiplied by 8. 250 multiplied by 8 is equal to product of extremes. These are extremes. X multiplied by 5. So you can write it as x multiplied by 5. So what you need to find? We need to find this cost, x. You need to find the value of x basically. So x is here. So 5 is multiplying and we're going to divide here. You can say that 250 multiplied by 8 divided by 5 we're going to divide there is equal to x. Now you can find easily the value of x. 5 on the 5, 5 5 are 25 and 0. So 50 multiplied by 8, that is x. 8 5 are 40, so 400 rupees. This is the cost of 8 kg of mangoes. You can see that how easily we can solve this question just after applying the proportionality method. This was your question number 8. Now for question number 9. Question number 9 is also related to the proportionality. Question number 9 is question number 9. That is, if A ratio B is equal to 7 ratio 6, find the values of 3A plus 5B ratio 7B minus 5. We need to solve it. We need to find the value of this one, this ratio. We have already A ratio B value that is 7 ratio 6. You can say that we have A ratio B is equal to 7 ratio 6. Or you can write it as A divided by B is equal to 7 divided by 6. Now you can easily find the value of this A. Either you can find the value of A or either you can find the value of B, whatever it is. You only just need to solve this ratio. So we can say that easily you can get the value of this A. B is going to multiply there. Because B is dividing there and we are going to multiply there. That is A is equal to 7 multiplied by B. 7B divided by 6. This is the value of A. You can easily put this value of A inside this ratio. We have this question which we need to solve it. You can see that between these two values there is a ratio sign. So ratio sign is basically fraction sign. You can write it as 3A plus 5B. Instead of ratio, divide sign, 7B minus 5B. Now you need to put the value of this A easily inside this. 3 after that you can see that A. So you need to put the value of A here. A value is 7B over 6. After that plus sign and then 5B. Then fraction, then 7B minus 5 and A. Again you need to put the value of A, that is 7B over 6. This 5A. Now you can solve this easily. This 3 can cancel this 6, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. And this 5 can't cancel this 6 here. So you can easily write it as 7B divided by 2 plus 5B, and in denominator 7B minus 5 7B minus 5 7 is 35. 35B divided by 6. Now this and this, both numerator and denominator, require the LCM also in numerator and also in denominator. So you can easily solve it. Two 2 will be cancelled here, and after that, this is the LCM of 7b divided by 2 plus 5b. 2 will be cancelled here, and after that 7b plus 2 5 are 10. 10 and in denominator. Now for this ratio, that is 6, 7 6 are 40 now. 7 6 are 42, 42d minus 6 will cancel to this 6, and you are left with 35d. Now you will have 7b plus 10b, that is 17b divided by 2, and then again a big fraction. Then 42b minus 35b, 42 minus 35, the answer is 7b divided by 6. Now you can see that this fraction divides this fraction. So we need to see that this denominator and again this denominator, you can revert this situation. You can write it as 7b divided by 2, and this 6 will be going to inverse here. After multiply sign, 6 will be there and 7 will be also. You can revert this as it is. Now easily solve it. B will cancel this B, and 2 1s are 2 and 2 3s are 6. So 17 multiplied by 3 answer, that is 51, and in denominator that is 7. So this is the basic answer of question number 9. Now you can easily solve this question that is totally relevant to the ratio. This was the question number 9 of exercise 3.1. Now, if you have any question regarding today's lecture or any previous lecture, you can ask it now, and thank you.